It's Robin Morton here, coming to you live from the beautiful west coast of Scotland. Hopefully you can hear me over the noise of the birds. I live in a tiny little island, and the weather has been up and down lately, and we have a huge storm coming in, and the birds are going absolutely mad today, trying to run about or fly about doing all their usual stuff before the gale force winds hit our island. So this is a very quick update about my epic bike ride. This great idea I had in January to do 1,000 miles in 10 days from Land's End to John O'Groats, from the very tip, the southernmost tip of England to the most northerly point of Scotland. I had scheduled to do that now, basically, round about now. And with COVID-19, obviously, these plans were put awry for a little while. What I last updated to you guys was that I would still do the 1,000 miles in 10 days to fulfill the sponsorship that people have so kindly given me. And what I decided to do, or I proposed to do, was to do the 1,000 miles around the Highlands of Scotland, which was a little bit more doable in terms of I can, not break any of the COVID-19 regulations. There's no point, there's absolutely no way that the support team that I had in England are going to be able to put on an 1,000-mile cycle through the country at the moment. There are no B&Bs open to stay in at night. There are no hotels, no restaurants, cafes or pubs to get anything to eat. So I would not be able to do it. So I'm going to do it in the Highlands. And so far everybody's been very positive about that. But as you might know, in Scotland, our lockdown stipulations are a little bit stricter than in England. And I've been waiting to get, more of an update from my good friend Nicola Sturgeon about what I can and cannot do. And I am now pretty convinced I will be able to do 100 miles a day in 10 each day for 10 days from where I live in the Highlands. Going out and cycling for 100 miles and coming back home each evening, and then doing another 100-mile route the next day. So I've got a fancy Garmin GPS computer, which will GPS log me wherever I'm going on my 100-mile routes. So you can follow me. I'll be posting it in the afternoon when I get home where I've been. I will be making lots of videos, Facebook Lives. Hopefully other people might join me. This is going to be, quite interesting if you've wanted to see what the Scottish Highlands look like. I'm going to go to Loch Ness. I'm going to go to Glencoe. I'm going to go lots and lots of interesting places. My head will be down, focused on the road most of the time. My legs will be shouting, shut up, what we're doing here. But it will be interesting for you guys, hopefully, to see a little bit of the Scottish Highlands. Coming home each night will be great. I can sleep in my own bed. But the disadvantage of all this is going to be I will be doing it on my own. I won't have a support team with me. I won't be able to pop into a cafe for lunch. I'll need to take everything with me, all my food. I'll need to plan out my route. I won't have anyone to draft behind. If anyone's ever done any distance cycling, it's always great to have somebody in front of you that you can hide behind. I'm 6'2". It's always good to have someone to hide behind to keep out of the wind. I won't be able to do any of that. I will be on my own the whole time for 10 days, 100 miles a day. But I'll have the advantage of being able to come home each night. So the plan is that I'm going to start on the 10th of June. So that's 3 weeks yesterday. No matter what the weather's like, I'm going to start on the 10th of June, 100 miles a day for 10 days. And then I will be able to get the sponsorship money over to World Wildlife Australia in August, as originally planned. Despite everything that's gone on, despite all the pandemic nonsense, I will still be doing it. Hopefully you'll sponsor me. You'll find a link somewhere around this Facebook Live. I'll probably put one in the comments later too. I have been training really, really hard for this. I've done well over 1,000 miles in training, albeit most of those 1,000 miles have been done in my shed because of lockdown and the weather. So it's been unremittingly tough to get fit for this event. I'm not a youngster anymore, so I've worked really hard. My legs are really strong. I think I'm fit enough to do it. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be fun, to a certain extent, but I do love cycling and I do love where I live. So it's my chance to show you the Scottish Highlands and raise money for a good cause at the same time. So hopefully that still fits in with what everybody was hoping. I'm still, going to do the 100 miles a day for 10 days in a row. The money will still go to the Australian Wildlife Fund. That it may have been pushed into the back of people's mind with everything that's going on with the pandemic, but almost 1 billion animals perished last winter, and that is still a big job to help get these species back on track again. And conservation efforts will be taking years and years to go through. So that is all from Robin on the west coast of Scotland, enjoying a few minutes of sunshine before we have the mother of all storms coming in the next 24 hours. So thanks for that, and let me know if you are sponsoring me or if you have any questions. If you want to come with me, you're more than welcome. All the best now. Thanks now. Bye.